You want 2K rumors and news, you in the right place. Want a community that's cool, you in the right space. You want tips, subscribe now and ring the bell. Then go to the park and give them hell. The Boot Squad is an organization with all winners. Soldiers up in formation, we all killers. And when you step on the court, yo, you're our dinner. When I play D in the fourth, yo, Kawhi Leonard.
So you don't know. Your boy Brutalsim on the scene, wicked and mean, with a next video for y'all, man. So y'all know what it is by now. Take some time out, bless up your boy, like up the video. Definitely help the channel out, because you know everybody gonna always keep you up to date on everything in the 2K community. You know we gotta start the video off the right way by giving a huge shout out to the Brew Squad. Anyone that got the notification bell unlocked and come to the comment section and type first, second, third, know the gang of Brew Squad. I got to put y'all up there just to show y'all some love, y'all. Much love, much respect. Now, we got a few things to talk about. Of course, Agent quit the 2K community, which is the biggest topic. Shout out to my guy, Big Boy IQ. Now, he did send a video to me, but I did see the video before. And it's one of those things I put aside and said, yo, I'm going to watch it, because it was like a 30-minute video. I was like, I'm going to watch it when I get some time, because I think he's going into detail of some of the stuff he experienced that kind of lead him to come to that point where he's quitting the 2K community, right? So I actually got around to it, and I'm going to highlight a few things that stood out to me. I just want to put y'all up on game for y'all to understand what a content creator that does what he and I do experiences, right? Or what we open ourselves to. And it's not, everyone is not built for that in the long run, to be honest with y'all, right? Now, we're going to get to that, but let's start off with this tweet right here from Luck. You know, it was Luck DF, I believe, but it's now Luck. He said, I really want to know what made 2K stop doing preludes, aka demos. Who idea was it? Because it's horrible. We need to be able to have a somewhat look at what we're going to be purchasing. NBA 2K23 needs a demo, and of course I do support this tweet 100%. Now, the last time they dropped a prelude, coincidentally, was NBA 2K20. In my opinion, is one of the best 2Ks that they dropped, and that was the last time they dropped a prelude. And for some reason after that, because the sales for 20 was out of this world, and of course, the end of 20 was more the pandemic and all that stuff, right? But the sales of 20 was out of this world. And after that, they say, nah, we don't need to drop preludes no more. They're just going to buy the game either way. And maybe they were right. But that does not mean you need to do this practice or continue this practice. It is not a consumer-friendly practice. And 2K, y'all keep going in that direction, man. Now, NBA 2K Leaks and Intel actually posts this tweet. They say gameplay trailer should be releasing soon, hashtag NBA 2K23. Now, of course, 2K already highlighted that they will be dropping a bunch of information in August, which is the next few days. So by next week, we should expect a lot of news coming in from 2K. So make sure get the notification bell on lock. You know your boy gonna always keep you all up to date. And of course, I'm gonna always be honest in my assessment of the whole situation. Now, this is what the main topic is about. Agents quitting the 2K community. And this speaks to my soul, because I was there for the ascension of Agent. I came across Agent early in my 2K grind. Early, man. 2K. He used to upload a bunch of my GM stuff. He actually used to do a podcast, and I was on a podcast. It was me and a few other people was on that podcast a lot. So me and Agent had a lot of interactions before he really blew up as well. You could ask him. This is not something I'm just speaking. You could go ask, yo, do you know Brutalsim? He guaranteed Agent. I know Agent, you know. And so I saw his ascension, of course. I support his ascension. I support the stance he took. He did a lot of videos. Now, I wouldn't agree on all his rant videos, but I know what he was doing at the end of the day. Now, at some point, his brand changed, and he's going to speak about his brand changing right now and how it affected him in his grind, or in his 2K content, or in how it impacted his channel and him at the end of the day, y'all. Check this clip out.
And amongst 2K as like the guy who complains. And while everybody else that plays the game would see what I was saying, 2K themselves would begin to get upset about the fact that I would just say what I'm thinking. And that's because in previous years, they done had everybody in a chokehold where, like, if you wanted to be invited to these events and you want to do cool shit with them, it's in your best interest to shut the fuck up and listen when they talk.
Yeah, and I see that. Now, I have somewhat a similar brand, but my brand is based on honesty and information. I would always tell people that my brand is based off information and honesty. Tutorials, tips, all that. That's my brand. When you're a content creator, it's very important that you understand your niche. And I always tell people that when you're a content creator, it's very important that you understand what people come to you for and what they look at you for. They don't look at you for every single thing in the 2K community. And it's always important to understand your brand. That's why when people come, bro, you should do this, I'm like, nah, that's not going to work for my channel, because I know. I analyze, I see the numbers, I see stuff that people don't see. Now, whereas y'all could put out a bunch of ideas, I literally know by the analytics. Right? And if you look at your analytics, it's going to tell you what people prefer on your channel, what they come to you for over everybody else. So very early in my career, I'm talking about in being a 2K content creator, I identified what my brand was. And it's basically information, because ain't no one play more 2K than me and know as much about 2K than me. Trust me. Y'all have no idea how much I play this game. But let's continue on. It's not about Brute. Now, one thing he mentioned was the biggest benefit to him stop playing or not playing 2K anymore. Now, this is going to be a harsh statement, but I'm sure y'all going to hear it, man. Check this out.
It's refreshing, not thinking of all the ways 2K's us in the past 5 years as a community, not even as a content creator, as a community. To think about all the times that they've went against what the community wanted, focused more on making money than anything else. Like, this shit is exhausting, and I've done it for so many years that honestly the only reason I'd want to continue is because of the community. But at what point does it just not make sense?
Yeah, that was very, very straightforward, very harsh, very impactful statement right there. And it's crazy though. In certain aspects, I see what he's talking about. Especially, y'all know what my main focus has been, that pay to win. One of my biggest gripes with 2K over the years, it have gotten worse and worse, and it seems like they're not turning back no time soon. And we saw an article allegedly saying that the main person, the CEO, have a huge incentive. And this is allegedly, I'm going to say this again, it was in the article. This is not Brute saying, it was in the article, that he got major incentives to whenever VC sales go up. And you could see it. You could see it in what they're doing every single year. It costs way more for players to be created in the last 2K versus the previous one, right? So these are things we are seeing. And these are practices that are terrible. And that's one of my biggest gripe with 2K, but this is not about me, this is about Agent. Let's continue on. Now, this one actually speaks to me personally, right? He spoke about one of the biggest disadvantages to being someone who speaks honestly in this 2K community, y'all. Check this out.
2K let me down in that sense. 2K, I don't know if you guys know, has a program where a whole bunch of content creators are part of. When NBA 2K22 launched, there were content creators that had access to clips, gameplay, news before I did, just because they were part of the program. They had their embargoes lifted before I did. I just fought through it. I am in every way disadvantaged because I don't want to not be able to speak my mind. I don't want to be in a situation where I can't talk the way I want to without consequences.
Yeah, and this is something I had to accept. To be honest with y'all, I'm one of those people, right, who I don't care what it is, I'm going to speak my honest opinion. Like, me and Jay Easy has been friends a while now, and I asked him who I am. He gonna tell you I'm the friend that gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I know he wanted me to reveal. Sometimes he and his wife be having the disputes, and he gonna call me, and I'm gonna be like, bro, you wrong, bro. Because I'm the friend that's always gonna be honest, and that's how I always live my life. I'm always gonna be honest, always gonna speak my mind. Now that's not necessarily the best practice if you're dealing with a lot of companies, especially 2K. But at the end of the day, because of the way I speak and because of my content, I won't be privy to a lot of information and a lot of stuff that a lot of content creators who keep silent or just smile and say the game is great will be privy to. But I look at that, unlike Agent, I look at that as my superpower as well, as my advantage. Because whenever they drop the news, yeah, they're going to be, have news available to them. But guess what? As soon as they post it, it's fair game, right? Number one. Number two is they cannot give an honest opinion even if they don't like what they're seeing out there. They can't put it out there. They could speak behind closed doors, but they cannot put it out there. Guess what Brute could do? My superpower is I'm always going to be honest. If it's good, I'm going to say it's good. If it's bad, I'm going to say it's bad. Like, one of my biggest problems was when they dropped the packages. I was like, bro, why is there no package where I could create a full player? Because a full player, we could already say it's going to cost to get an 85 overall player out there is going to cost about 200k VC. And the largest package, the largest VC we seen in those packages is 100k, which is saying y'all are leaving room for people to go and buy more VC. No one else gonna speak on that but Brute. No one else. Because everyone is trying to play that long game. I understand. I don't want to mess with no one's money. And then a lot of people is in that program that I like. It's in that program. It gives a lot of people opportunities and all that stuff. But I'm telling you all, that's the difference between me and everybody else. I'm going to highlight these issues. I'm going to do that. So whereas agents, it's a disadvantage, of course. It's especially when it comes to access to certain things. But at the same time, that is your superpower. You still got a lot of advantages that a lot of people don't. Their freedom, a lot of people cannot exercise because of, financial benefits they get for staying silent. And it's understandable why. So if I was a business, I wouldn't say to me, that is pure genius by 2K creating these programs. The Next Maker program and all that, that's genius. And the Next Maker program will not accept someone like Brute or Badge Blow. They won't. Because they understand what all brands entail. It entails honesty. It entails critiquing the game. It entails everything. And the thing is, I don't just critique the game. Y'all know me. I get on here, critique the game today, and tomorrow tell y'all, man, y'all are breaking the game. I speak to the community as well. So I will always be that honest friend y'all could count on. And y'all don't have to agree with everything I'm saying, but at least y'all know when I'm speaking is from an honest standpoint. And that's why I tell y'all, that speak directly to me. That what he said right there, what he said in this video spoke directly to me. Again, I'm not the regular content creators. I actually have degrees and all that stuff, studied a lot, and these degrees changed my life. I'm not going to tell anyone, yo, don't go to school, blah, 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 it's a waste of time, be a content creator. Hell nah. It's very smart getting a degree, but don't go in debt. I didn't go in debt to get it. That's the difference. A lot to y'all. I was lucky enough and tall enough and skilled enough to have a full basketball scholarship all the way through, so I could acquire at least my first bachelor's degree. And the weird enough, after that, it gets cheaper as you go up. So my master's was cheaper than my bachelor's because I damn sure couldn't afford the bachelor's. But my master's was only a few. But yes, again, we're not going to talk about degree and all that stuff. But I'm not the regular content creator, so I could sit here and be honest every single day. And yes, there are going to be limitations to my access, but guess what? As soon as they put out something, it's fair game. So you got a few seconds on me, and you can't speak as honest about it as Brute. I think you at a disadvantage, to be honest with y'all. And I'm at a huge advantage. And of course, that's what my brand was built. But anyways, man, this video long enough. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all know what it is. Your boy Sim, man. Shout out to Agent, man. Of course, he is still having fun, and I'm really happy that he's in a very, very comfortable place in his content creation and his career. I'm very happy. Not a lot of people got those options that he has, man. He was able to create multiple channels, successful channels. He's definitely ascended from this 2K community. And usually you see a lot of honesty when people leave the community when it comes to 2K. Now, why is that? And I'm not saying I do love this community. I do love the game. I still play so much 2K, but I enjoy the game. I don't agree with everything Agent said, but I still gotta respect his opinion, and that's his truth. You gotta respect that at the end of the day. But anyways, man, let me know what y'all think. If y'all got some more time, make sure to check out my last video, and make sure to follow my TikTok, man. I'm always promoting my TikTok now. Let's get to 1,000. A lot of people came through. Support your boy. We up to 300 and something. Let's push it to 1,000, man. Anyways, y'all, till next time, have a blessed one. Be safe out there. Peace.